Welcome back to another day on the Lorcana Pixelborn client. Today we're running a lemon lime deck, an amber emerald aggro deck. Now, let me start off with a little bit of a caveat here. I have five other decks that I was planning to play at some point, and every time I built these decks, I'd take it over to the Pixelborn and realize, oh, the cards don't exist there yet. So, I have a whole bunch of decks that I can't actually play yet. So we're actually, funny enough, settling on this deck here. I could only make a couple of changes to it because many of the cards don't exist on Pixelborn yet, but that should be getting fixed today when you're watching this video, or tomorrow if you're a Patreon member watching this video. So hopefully I'll be able to play one of my decks tomorrow, but we'll see. Jumping into this deck, what does this deck do? It's aggro. It's aggro AF. That's what it does. The new additions mostly are Daisy Duck and Belle. I don't know if Daisy Duck has been fixed. Daisy Duck has an ability where when she quests, your opponent has to discard a card. Seems really good, but her ability hasn't worked since the last time we played her. I don't know if she works now. I keep seeing reports that she's not working, so I don't expect her to work. And then the other one that I think might be interesting is Belle. Belle is aggro. Belle goes for 3 and kind of demands some kind of removal. If our opponent swings into it, our aggro plan is just going to go off the hook because it's going to be very hard to deal with. Now, they might deal with Belle in an attack, but it's going to be very hard to deal with our aggro plan if they have to discard their whole hand to do it. So, let's jump in and see if we can't win a few games. I do like Lantern. I got a lot of uninkables in this hand, but I do like Lantern going into a Belle. Gets us there on turn 4. That's our turn 2 play. Turn 3 play, turn 4 play. Maximus is an anti-combo with Belle. So Kuzco would be the follow-up play. Okay, let's run it. We're going to be inking a lot of these guys, though. Opponent going first. An emerald deck. Okay, we're going to have to move quick. Does that change the game plan? I'm gonna ink and pass. Cinderella, Cinderella. Emerald and steel. Let's see. I could opt for a 2-drop and then next turn play the Lantern. LaPlanche says hello. I shall say hello as well. Let's see. Play the Lantern now, get nothing else. Play the 2-drop, play Lantern next turn. That still leaves you with 2. I still need another 2-drop. Okay. So I think I'm still playing the Lantern now. Should have done that little calculation before I inked that other 2-drop. Because I probably would have done that, have 2 bodies on the board instead of 1. I'm expecting Big Cinderella. I'm not worried about Big Tink. I'm expecting Big Cinderella, and that card could be a real big problem for us. Like ink something, I get a free stitch out of it. Okay. Maybe I should have played Cheshire Cat. I played that a little fast. Cheshire Cat's definitely a problem for either Tinker Bell or Cinderella, because neither of them wants to attack it. I imagine they play Big Tink, and then next turn they can play Cinderella and sing a song with Tink, so Cinderella can attack whoever. Does Belle have to be exerted whenever this character is challenged? Nope. Okay, Belle doesn't need to be exerted either. Okay, so there's Big Tink. Are they gonna run a swords right now? Or are they gonna save their song for a big Cinderella? I think I just take the Tinkerbell down. I have enough damage on board to take it down. Maximus will only do 2 points of damage to Big Cinderella. And they didn't quest with Cinderella, so they definitely have it. Alright, let's take Tink out of play. I'm gonna play Cheshire Cat. Can only get one play still. Maybe I get Belle down for the race. We're already behind and they're gonna get the first go. Alright, let's do Belle. Kuzco's a good option. Kuzco, Cheshire Cat, they're both great against Cinderella. I feel better about them not having a hand though. We're gonna see a smash instead of a shift. Oh, big Cinderella as predicted. Alright, I got two very solid follow-ups to combat a Cinderella. You gonna sing a song? I didn't think so. Let's make my whole board just something you don't want to attack. I got three solid characters. Cheshire Cat, Kuzco, and Belle. All things Cinderella doesn't want to have to attack. Oh, you're gonna make me discard a card now? Oh, a whole new world. Okay, so they discarded one, I discarded two. And then they're gonna draw 7. Oh, they did draw 3, so Prince John's still broken. Ooh. That was gorgeous. Are they gonna have a swords, though? They might have a swords. I'll throw my whole hand at them. It's fine. If they have a swords, they have a swords. Cheshire Cat as well. So I effectively have 7 to work with. So I get down a Daisy and a Cheshire Cat. I feel like they're gonna have swords, man. They had to sing a whole new world with Cinderella, so they could still play a swords and sing a swords. That'll take care of this board. That'll put me way behind. Alright, well this bit's easy. We're still questing, right? My opponent always has 2 swords. So now I'm like, what do I do? Because they always have 2 swords. Let's get a Lilo down. Let's play Daisy. I don't want to not be aggressive, but I know I'm just throwing my entire hand away. I don't know what it is. Watch my opponent not have 2 swords after me complaining about it. They definitely have 2 swords. They always have 2 swords against me. Alright, opponent, let's see it. Play a sword, sing a swords, make me feel silly. Come on, I don't have it. Okay, I'd rather see a whole new world. They have to sing that, so they still have 7. That's a bug. They still have 7. Up there, they still have 7. I'm pointing at the screen. Yeah, definitely still bugged. Okay, there goes Lilo. Okay, but that's their whole turn. Now they attack. Oh, come on, attack Belle. That'd be hilarious. Attacking Kuzco for sure. I can't even see how many cards are in their deck. There's so many cards, it's covering up the deck number. See, I got a couple bodyguards. I could. It's anti-combo with Belle. It's the only downside. Belle doesn't work with bodyguards. I'm not even paying attention to what they're doing anymore. There's just so much. I have 8 to play with. Having a big butt would probably be nice. This would be enough for 3. It's not really enough to get anything. Have I inked yet? Did I just ink? You can see how, yeah, I've already inked. You can see how much I'm paying attention. I think that's still easy. No Daisy Duck trigger. Okay, so the maintenances don't do anything to fix the bugs. Prince John's still broken, obviously. They're gonna have a swords now, right? Unless they're running my exact deck list, which I think originally didn't have swords in it. I can't see how many cards are in their deck. Definitely gotta be a swords now, right? So losing is 7, so I could play Maximus and like a Cruella. They're never gonna attack Belle, so let's go Bodyguard protect Daisy. Maybe I shouldn't have gone Bodyguard. Well, with Bodyguard, Cinderella would still have to attack Maximus. I wonder if Cinderella has to attack Maximus if he's not exerted, because he still has Bodyguard. What's this say? This character may enter. No, that's not one. An opposing character who challenges one of your characters must choose one with Bodyguard if able. So yeah, he doesn't even need to be exerted. I wonder if the game is set up correctly so that actually happens. Let's give it Simba. Now they draw a card off Prince John. I have no idea how many cards they have in their deck. They're at least 7 cards deeper than me. Oh, I still have like 25-ish. I have all the options in the world. Okay. I didn't run Sun and Chill in my deck, so that's something. Now we know Daisy's not super valuable. Her ability still doesn't work. I still think Daisy's gonna be a good card, just not right now when they're broken. Right now it's just a 2/3 that quests for 2. Alright, will they sing Cinderella? Do you have a swords now? That'll take down the Belle, right? I think it must. You got another point of damage? Oh, Simba, yeah. They're just trying to slow me down. That's fine. You got a thing, or are you gonna run out of time? Opponent ran out of time. Timer got him, man. Man, my turn's pretty simple. Alright, so now Tink attacks Simba. Cruella has to be challenged, right? When this character's challenged. Yep. So Tink takes out the Simba, takes down the Cruella. They sing a song and Cinderella takes down Stitch. Oh, they're doing damage to Stitch. Interesting. You know, if you attack Cruella, I get a bounce a thing, right? Yeah, I'm gonna return Cinderella to your hand. Okay. They probably thought they had to return to whatever attacked it to the hand. I'm guessing that's the misplay there. Obviously, they just... No way they don't have multiple Cinderellas in their hand, so... Wow, that timer's coming up way faster. This timer is obnoxious. I will discard Hans. Wish I could see how many cards are in there. In their deck. Come on, get him again, timer. That timer's way too punishing. Alright. Yeah, sure. Let's draw a card. I can't play it. Kuzco's gonna be obnoxious to deal with here. They can't target it with stuff. And they can't attack it. I don't know if they beat Kuzco. They do need double swords now. Defeat Cruella. Take down this. You can't target Kuzco. You got Ward. I see them trying to target Kuzco. You can't target Kuzco. Let's bounce Tink back to your hand. They get to replay it, but cost their turn. Cruella making a showing. Yeah, how do you beat Kuzco? Easy, I got no more cards to discard. That timer, man, is just savage. It is after them. Never been a fan of the timer. Never been a fan of the timer. Okay. We're going first, and it loaded up really quickly. Faster than I can hit the record button. So that's super nice. Oh, we got a Simba. A Lilo into a Simba into Cheshire Cat and Mickey are both good. Probably play Mickey first. Into a Daisy Duck. This has got a curve, and it's aggro, and we're first. I will keep it. In fact, we're gonna give up our color here. Do I ink Mickey? I want to keep Mickey because he's good aggression if we need it. Okay, let's get rid of Cruella. I was trying to not reveal both my colors instantly, but I think Mickey is just potentially superior to Cheshire Cat if our opponent's going to have any kind of ground presence, right? They're going to play steel or red. Opponent's going to be aggro too. I'm going to out aggro you, opponent. Yeah, sorry, Stitch. You're too far away. I got the curve. No way my opponent quests here, right? They could bounce it. They are playing purple, so Madam Mim. The 2-drop. Is the 2-drop a 3/3? I think it is. Oh yeah, some kind of... Definitely a bounce theme. You have to quest first, then you play Madam Mim. Oh, you're gonna go with another Maleficent. Oh, all the Maleficents. Fantastic. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. That changes my plan. Blend into a Lilo. Simba takes down the Maleficent. Opponent's gonna get a chance to get ahead here. Alright, now they gotta play some kind of defense. Something to protect these Maleficents. Turn 3. Is 3 the rush character? I think 3 is the rush character. And by rush character, I do mean Madam Mim. The fox? Oh, they're gonna play the snake. Now replay your Maleficent. Nice. Oh, that's such an easy play, right? That's such an easy play. I'm gonna get rid of the Mickey here, because I really want to try the... I want to see if Daisy Duck works. Rapunzel. Rapunzel's specifically in here to heal the bodyguards too, so that worked out great. Alright, now Madam Mim takes down the Simba. Do they trade Maleficent? I don't know if they trade it. Then we quest for 8. We're in a really solid position. Maleficent should trade. Otherwise, they're in a really tight spot. Let's cross our fingers and hope my opponent's not cheating. We haven't had an update yet, so I don't imagine any of the rules have updated. I don't think Madam Mim's fixed. I don't think Daisy Duck's fixed because there hasn't been an update that I'm aware of. I know sometimes they do maintenance, but I don't know if maintenance actually does like rule changes. Or like gameplay changes. Maleficent should trade with Lilo. Okay, good. Yeah. Oh, Maximus, you glorious top deck beauty. That's exactly why you're in here too. Bodyguard. Oh yeah, I like drawing a Maximus off the top. That's his exact function. You gonna have some removal? Has my opponent played any other colors? It's just been purple, hasn't it? I think my opponent is just an Amethyst player right now. What else do you got? There goes another Amethyst card. There's starting to be enough cards between the two sets now that you could play a monocolor deck pretty decently. Not sure if it's the most powerful thing. Okay, Sapphire. There we go. Now to take out the two small characters. Discard your last card or lose the game. Quest? Okay, so they chose to lose the game? That was silly. That was silly, opponent. Going first. Oh, I see a Simba. Come on. One drop Lilo. One drop Lilo. None of those guys are one drop Lilos. Man, Maximus is nice. Plus a bodyguard. Okay, I'll give up one Flynn. Give me the Lilo. Oh, we got the Lilo! Okay, so my 2-drop's definitely Simba, so it's not going to be Flynn. Maybe I'm giving up Mickey Mouse here, just to hide the colors again. I didn't end up playing Mickey last time. I still think he might be superior over the Cheshire Cat. Alright. Sorry, Flynn. I already know what my 2-drop is. Oh, we're playing against the same opponent. Pixelborn the Saw. I'm sorry, opponent. I didn't mean to have such a sweet curve against you twice. Oh, another Simba. That's fantastic. I would happily get both Simbas down too. I think my turn 3 needs to be Mickey. I think we just curve. Mickey, Hans, Maximus for the protection. They are running Sapphire, if this is in fact the same guy. I think it is. So they could ramp. That's always a potential in their deck. See a Mickey Mouse next turn. Then they can ramp into their Let It Goes. Why would you whoops? You have to bounce your own character. Oh, did you mean to quest first? That's probably it. Probably meant to quest first. Ooh, Hans is just superior. Assuming Daisy doesn't work. And I think we have to make the assumption that Daisy doesn't work. If I quest, I'm gonna lose 2 for 1. Yeah, I'll do a 2 for 1 if I do that. Alright. I don't think there's really any other way around it. We need to keep the aggression up. Our deck wants to close fast. If we let the game go long, we're in a lot of trouble. However, they're being Amethyst and bouncing. They kind of want to move fast too. I think they have a lot more resiliency to get into the late game. But they still want to go fast. So it is a race. I'll wait a few minutes. Try not to get the same opponent for the next game. Depending on how fast this game goes too, maybe we'll end up cutting it out entirely just for the sake of you guys having more entertainment. There's the turn 3 Mickey as predicted. Okay, they did not attack the Simba. Interesting. They're gonna go straight for the Let It Go. So I'm gonna make them use Let It Go on... Still only got 1 play. I'm gonna keep the Simba. I think having more bodyguards is better. So we're gonna get rid of the Cheshire Cat. Make him use Let It Go on Hans. Now, if I had to guess, if I play Hans here, they let go Simba. Madam M takes down Lilo. Madam M's still a threat, could take down either of my other characters. Maybe I need to play a second Simba here. I think I will play a second Simba. Because that's the only reason I could think that they would not attack Simba with Mim. Is that they plan on using Let It Go. So I want to make this as difficult for Madam M to take out our value characters. Madam M is still getting a 2 for 1 across our entire board. It's possible I should have attacked Madam M with my Mickey Mouse to make sure it's a 1 for 1. That could have been an important play. I maybe should have considered attacking Mim with Mickey Mouse. Instead, I left myself open for there's still a 2 for 1 potential with Mim. If they quest again, I think I'll have no choice but to attack. I mean, I'm on +6 here. What are you gonna play, opponent? What is the point of questing? What is happening? Surely this is a Let It Go, right? The Let Go Simba, trade Mickey, play Maximus and Bodyguard. I only net 3. Okay. I think I'm just playing Maximus and Bodyguard and questing across the board here. Yeah, I don't see how they get out of this now. It's still possible they can get out of this, but it's gonna be really tough. 3 bodyguards down. This Lilo's made it through the entire game. Man, the bodyguard is a nice addition to this lemon lime. I really like Maximus too. He does a good job. Alright, opponent, is this your last turn? What could you possibly do? He needs a board wipe in colors that don't have board wipes. It's just gonna quest. Okay. Very strange. Little too late for your Arthur. Another Mim. You know, they've only bounced their stuff, and I feel like this is the sort of opponent who wants to bounce my stuff. Maybe Mim is fixed. Going second. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I forgot Genie was in the deck. I think he's a 2 of. I got a lot of high costs here. Let's see if I can't pick up a Lantern and a Lilo. 2, 3, 4, 5. Otherwise, I'll keep the curve. Now I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dingle hopper. All right. Well, there is some upside here. Our opponent should be fairly slow. If they're going to be a heal deck, they're going to be slow. Let's find out how slow. I intend on revisiting the heal deck. It needs to be a little faster. They've obviously made some changes. The flower isn't in my deck. Another Dingle Hopper. Still gonna get Simba down, right? Doesn't need to be bodyguard. Alright, this should be a pretty straightforward game. Character, 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 quest, 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 quest. And then eventually win. Lilo doesn't change the math, does it? I still have a really solid curve. Lilo doesn't change the math, unfortunately. Alright, they're ramping a little bit with the Mickey Mouse. So this takes them to their turn 5. There's a whole slew of things. I've noticed turn 5 is a really big number for a lot of decks. There's a lot of stuff they could be running here. Yep, combo piece. Mickey attacks now just to heal the 2 damage and draw 2 cards. Yeah, this is rough because if I take out the Mickey Mouse, then Rapunzel can attack Mickey, and I think we just stay aggressive. Well, I could ink the Flynn and play the Hans. Or I could ink the Hans and get 2 characters down with 4. I think that's the way to do it. More lore, a little faster. Only way I'm winning this game is by being faster than my opponent, which we can do. Let's see, turn 6. Shouldn't be anything crazy. We could see a Let It Go. Rapunzel would sing it, though. So next turn we're going to see the Hades. So I want to get Maximus down and keep the bodyguard thing going. Then next turn is a Hades and Mickey Mouse finally takes out Simba. And then both my bodyguards are gone. Or I just play... So we're gonna go to 15. Perhaps I just play Kuzco. They can't target it. Let's just go straight to Kuzco. They can't attack the rest of my characters anyway. So having another bodyguard isn't going to be super valuable just yet. Next turn will be a lot better, though. Alright, now they got to take out my board. I got way too many threats. Rapunzel can't attack. And they can't take out Kuzco. And that's probably what they're banking on was, yep, they're probably banking on a Hades and can't do that to Kuzco. Welcome to the post-game wrap. What would I change about the deck? Well, like I said at the beginning of the video, a lot of the new cards aren't on pixelborn yet. Again, they should be today when you're seeing this video. There should have been an update that includes most of, if not all of the spoilers. I know that we're still getting spoilers, which is making things challenging. So I think we're gonna get most of the cards, but maybe not all of them. So a big thing with this deck is there's some cards that you just can't add. Like there's the better Flynn, the Shift Flynn, and there's two new Cheshire Cats. And both of those I think could be pretty fantastic in this deck as well. Yeah, so those are like something to look at. Hopefully I'll get a chance to revisit this deck here in about a week's time, maybe. I try not to play my decks too much back to back. So those are some interesting cards that I'm excited to try out. Outside of that, the deck went really well. Bodyguard was really solid. Being able to curve into our turn 2 Simba into a turn 5, sometimes turn 4 depending if Lantern comes down, turn 4 Maximus. That was really solid. I did have a game where I was worried that this is like an anti-combo. You want Belle to be attacked, and Maximus prevents that from happening. But I don't think that's an anti-combo actually. I think Belle represents, hey, this is a card just like Cheshire Cat, just like Kuzco, where your opponent doesn't want to attack it. They're going to have to throw something at it. But the thing with Cheshire Cat and Kuzco is they're trading one character for our character, whereas Belle, they have to trade their whole hand. And that can be devastating. It could also cost nothing if they're dumping their hand pretty quickly. So I think what happens is you get Belle down, and then you get Maximus down, and Maximus protects the rest of your board. Meanwhile, Belle is just going to town, going to lore land and racking up the points. And by the time they've dealt with Maximus and your other threats, Belle's in a position where she could possibly just win the game at that point. And that's how I should have played her. And I only realized it after the fact. But I actually think this is a pretty solid combo in this particular style of deck. So play it as I say, not as I showed you. They should definitely work together. I think they'd be really strong that way. But that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. There's links in the description to join my Discord. Come hang out, join the community. We have a lot of fun down there, sharing deck lists, talking about the game. We also have a Patreon, so you can early access to all my videos. There's a tier where you can force me to play whatever deck you come up with. I call it tank your rank because you can force me to just play the most awful trash. Now let's see if I can win with some decks like that. So there's some fun stuff in the Patreon if you want to dig around in there. But that's gonna do it. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, share, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever, doesn't matter. YouTube doesn't care if it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And that's gonna do it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.